Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I have a fantastic collection from our friends at 49 & Market. They really know how to do it. You guys, this is the Spectrum Sherbet Strawberry Lemonade collection. Comes with laser cut elements. There are 4 sheets here, beautiful die cuts, and then we've got rub-on transfers. There's 6 sheets here. There is a paper pack with 6x8 sheets, and there's also these beautiful acetate pieces. They're so gorgeous. This is a card that my friend Debbie made. Look at that. It is gorgeous. I can't wait to show you what else she did, so come back and play with us. So Debbie's card is gorgeous, and it starts off, it's a 6.5 by 5-inch card. And she covers the card first with a layer of sort of this peachy orange paper, and then some of the ephemera paper that she tears along the top and the bottom. So it's just a little bit smaller than the background. Let's take a look at this 4x6 collection here. I love these papers. And they really are just these beautiful strawberry lemonade sherbet colors. This is the ephemera that she cut down. Got all kinds of ticket stubs and things like that. Gorgeous. I love that they even use the covers so that you can use those. Not a bit of paper wasted. Gorgeous, right? Okay, so that's how she started off with her card. Ink the edges too with an ink pad. And then she started layering. So we've got these laser cut elements, which are just punches. They just punch right out. Look at these. Aren't they gorgeous? And 49 & Market does the most beautiful laser cuts. There's no white edges on these. They just cut them beautifully. And then here's one that just has all these gorgeous leaves and butterflies. Beautiful, right? I love that. Whoops. And then on the back of this little insert sheet, you can cut these out as well. Gorgeous. So Debbie took those and used foam tape on those. So if you're not familiar with our giant wheel of foam tape, this thing is amazing. It is 150 feet or 50 yards for about 20 bucks. It is going to take you all the way through your paper crafting needs. We love it around here. We each have one of these at our desks. And then she also used this beautiful acetates. These things are so gorgeous. I'm going to put them right here. So there's all these butterflies in all different kinds of color combinations and sizes. And then we also have these beautiful botanical leaves that are gorgeous, also in different colors and sizes. So Debbie layered those. She started off with her leaves, her acetate leaves, and then she layered with foam tape. Those were wonderful little laser cut flowers and even more leaves. And then we've got our butterflies. Look at the dimension on that. So there's a little trick to that. You just take your acetate and you just fold that in half, and then you just pinch that right there. Put a little bit of glue. You could even just put a little bit of foam tape there if you really wanted some dimension. And that's what Debbie did on hers. Maybe we can zoom in on this, Steve. Just put a really thin line of foam tape on that. And that just not only gave it the dimension by lifting it up a little bit more, it adheres really well. All right. So let's take a look at another card. Okay, so for this one, Debbie used the paper pad, again, in just a solid yellow, and then she started working on these wonderful sheets of rub-on transfers. These are amazing. So the background pieces on these, like this, here in this corner, she used this one right here. It's kind of like a little bit of like a web with the color on it, and then there's some like splotchy pieces here, some stripes. She used this one, if you can see right under here. This is a piece of the patterned cardstock in the light pink, and she actually cut that into a square and then put the greeting on it and some little flag pieces, which are also located in here. And then these are like little beads and stars. She put a little cluster of those right down here, took this centerpiece. We find that it's really nice to take, they're all on backing sheets, just cut out what you want and then apply it. And I'm going to be showing you how to do that. But if you try to just take your sheet and do this and pull the backing on it and then rub it, I never have success that way. It's best just to cut out what you need. You'll be sure to have success that way. And then believe in yourself right here. There's that nice little sentiment there. Look at that, all of these wonderful little I just love all of the ephemeral looking and the texture and the splatter paints and all of that. And then once she had her background done here, then she went ahead and just glued down this piece and then layered all of those wonderful little laser cut pieces on top. She didn't use any foam tape on this one, just did that layering. Gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, now this one, I should mention this one was a 5 by 6.5 inch card. And this one's a slimline card, so it's 3.5 by 8, okay? And we, of course, have all of these cards available. They're blank, and you can purchase those at Paper Wishes. We've got a great money saver on this Strawberry Lemonade collection, so take a look at that right over there on the right-hand side. And then down below our video, we have all the products used, so if you just want to pick up 1 or 2 items, you can do that. And if you're watching us on YouTube, look below the description box, or in the description box below the video, and you'll see a link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. So for this one, Debbie covered her card with paper, and because the paper pads are slightly smaller than the card, she just took a little bit of extra paper, just about a 1/2 inch on each side, a strip, and went ahead and glued that down, and then glued her paper down on top of that. All right, we're back. So I have already started on my card. This is a 6.5 by 5 inch card, and I've gone ahead and taken some of the rub-ons that are right here. These are cute little candy stripes, and I put one on each end of my card. And because I have a lighter side on this side, I put a darker strip and then a lighter strip on the dark side. And then we've got this little piece here. Now you notice how I've just cut around the piece that I want to use instead of trying to use the whole sheet. Whenever I've done that in the past, it just becomes a mess. So definitely encourage you to, to cut these out. And it doesn't take a lot of time to cut them out. All right, now we've got our little tool here that comes with the rub-on transfers, and you're just gonna do this. You're gonna hit every little spot on here. You can even use this end, okay? And you're just going to go over the entire thing. And I'm putting pressure, but I'm not like really leaning into it or anything. And then it'll slightly change color. It'll become just, I don't know how to describe it, a little foggy when that piece is adhered. So let's take a peek here. Looking for my little pokey tool. Boy, I adhered that really good. There we go. All right, so some of my pieces did not adhere, so that's easy enough. I can just go back, and I'm not moving anything, so you can always peek and just lay it back down again. That piece right there. Some right here. Yeah, it just kind of changes color. This went from like a really vibrant yellow, and it's just kind of ghosted back a little bit. But you can always just keep peeking. All right, there we go. My sheet looks pretty good. And I've got my piece right on there, and it's just got a nice little sort of a slick surface there. And then I cut out my piece, remember from the pieces that were laser cut? I went ahead and cut one of these little tags out, and I'm going to put that right there. But first, I am going to put another one of these little pieces on here. You know what, I'm going to put it, make sure it shows up really well, so I'm going to put it right here. Come on, boy. Things are really sticking good today. Here we go. You fill my heart. A little bit of glue, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this sort of at the top right. Make sure that's flush with the top of the card. And now we've got our beautiful flowers. And I'm going to do, some of these I'm just going to glue right here, overlapping that. And then some I'm going to put some foam tape on. I'm going to get my big wheel of foam tape here. Cut off a chunk of that. And put some here. just like that. And then I think we'll do another little bit of foam tape right here. I don't think I'll worry about the leaves. We'll let them just kind of... So I'm trying to cover up the stem a little bit right there. So now I have a group of 3, okay? I know these are like multiples, but in colors, I have groups of 3. And then I've got some... I love this little greeting here. It just says, "Hey, you." And I love that. And we're just going to put that kind of right there. And then we're going to do some flowers on that tag. I just think the "Hey You" is just kind of funny. And then put a couple of these here, kind of extending off the edge of the tag a little bit. There we go. Got another little one right here. Oops. And then got some butterflies. I've put a little crease in these. There. I think right here. Just kind of making sure I have an element. Here we go. Sorry, I was a little off screen a little bit. I have an element in each one of these little areas here. I'm going to fold another butterfly, and I think I'm going to put this one sort of amongst the flowers. And then I want to add a little sparkle. So I've got some crystals. These are little jewel embellishments. We're just going to sprinkle a few out here. And then what I'm going to do is, I think, just put a couple here. Here. I like to just kind of scatter them around my card. You can use this little jewel picker. It has 2 ends. It's got a small end that's a little tacky and then a larger one. We're just going to pick these up and we're just going to pop them. One thing about the jewel picker, it's great to pick up, but you do kind of have to hold on to it when you drop it down. And then we're just going to turn this one over and add it. And I think then we'll be done. It's always nice to add just a little bit of glimmer. So pretty. Okay, you guys, I love this collection. It is so pretty and so fun to work with. Don't forget, we've got the Money Saver. Maybe we can zoom out, Steve. We've got the Money Saver on the right-hand side if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, so definitely check that out. And if you're watching us on YouTube, then just look below the video in the description box and it'll take you right to this page. Thanks for joining me today, you guys, and I'll see you next time.